Y'all ready for some fresh blood?
Yes, sir.
Y'all see this guy right here? Woo. This our target. This our main target. And by any means necessary, he must die.
Ski Mask, the scam god. So today I'm gonna tell y'all about Ski Mask. He announced the tour in June 2024. A lot of people bought tickets for the show, but before the tour even started, he decided to reschedule it due to logistical reasons. This happened around July 9th, when there was supposed to be a show in Prague. And about 3 days later, he made an Instagram story apologizing to people. But instead of doing the tour, he was going to AnimeCon and Disneyland with his girlfriend. She confirmed it herself by sending a picture from July 9th. I'm from Poland, so I was just waiting for the new dates. He had the new dates for Prague and Krakow, September 29th for Prague and October 1st for Krakow. He started the European tour on September 5th, did 15 shows and then cancelled the rest of the tour with only 4 cities left in Europe, plus New Zealand and Australia. People in Prague were waiting in line, and 2 hours before the show, they were informed that it was cancelled because Ski was sick. The shows in Budapest, Krakow and Vilnius were also cancelled. Today is October 3rd, and we still haven't heard anything from Ski. I decided to post some stories on Instagram about this whole situation and tagged everyone who was on tour with him. Almost all of them saw it except for Ski, even his girlfriend. About 2 hours later, she decided to message me, accusing me of spreading fake news. She was angry and tried to blame us for the situation, making it seem like it was our fault. This is how you treat someone who you are a fan of? I'm a fan of a guy who can't even make a story saying he's sick and won't be performing. And this is how he treats us? DJ Scheme apologized and he was trying to help refund people for their tickets, as he said, but as we see, he won't. Maybe he'll do that later and maybe not. Who knows? But Ski still hasn't made any statements yet. Instead of finishing his own tour, he'll be going on a new tour where he'll be a supporting act. This is ridiculous. There's also information that shows in New Zealand and Australia will be in December, but what about those 4 cities in Europe? Zero information about that. We need to stop supporting artists who treat their fans like this. If he treats us in this way, why should we support him? We are the reason he makes money. We can still listen to him on streaming platforms, but going to concerts where he doesn't care about us, I don't want to do that anymore. If he really cared about us, he wouldn't be going on another tour without finishing his own. But if it's more important to him to go there instead of doing just 4 more shows, then so be it. Even if he's really sick, he could have just told us and there wouldn't be any problems. But people found out the cancellations from the venues where they bought tickets, not from the main artist himself. Not everyone follows the organizers or the club's Instagram pages. They come to see the artist and they don't care who's organizing the event or where it's happening. They just wanted to see their idol.
Alright, so I think I don't have anything substantial to add when it comes to the timeline, the dates, and the excuses of things, other than what I had already commented on the old posts from Ski about the tour, and you already screenshotted my comments and you're more than welcome to use them. So it's just, I would like to vent about the concert in and of itself, since you missed it, and more or less so I mean, I should say that I was fortunate enough that the concert was happening for me, but I can't really say that with good conscience because it was one of the worst concerts I've been to, and I've been to some by similar artists, and one of the many reasons it was so bad. Ski Mask, if you've seen him in as a supporting act in Grade A tour, for example, 23, you haven't missed anything because he did the exact same set of songs like as a supporting act, but in a solo concert. So you're probably wondering, how can that be? He is the main act. How can he do the same thing as in, for example, supporting act in Grade A Tour 23? It was because the time agenda, the schedule of his own concert was so atrocious. Like, for example, people were still in line when it was supposed to begin, and like, honestly, not kidding, throughout the whole concert, people were still entering the venue. Like, the line was that long. People were still during the whole show, people were still entering the venue because the line just wasn't emptying. And Ski Max's performance was like really under an hour. Barely an hour. While 3 remaining hours were for some, I don't know, in my opinion, annoying and exhausting pre-performances from other artists I don't know at all. I didn't know at all. Yeah. And well, the only positive thing I could say about all of this, that at least the crowd was alive. They were really alive. Many mosh pits, many jumping up and down, many having fun, many doing crazy stuff. Although, you can't get a concert without excessively phone recording from many people, but yeah. Something that I rarely see in German crowds, that are being so energetic and alive. But anyway, back to horrible things in the concert. Well, the security was so bad. I mean, I usually don't notice these kind of things, but they were pretty bad. They were acting hostile in some cases, and lazy in also some cases. Anyway, yeah, the weather was shit, and I'm just saying that, not that it's necessarily Ski's fault, but it could have been a nice summer evening of July. But no, he had to talk about anime. Well, and during the concert, we experienced a blackout, a power outage, that lasted for like 20 minutes. The music stopped. Yeah, I can't really say if that's necessarily anyone's fault. It was just not a good look for the venue, plus the security, security and stuff, but gladly they could fix it within like 15 minutes. Yeah, but it didn't make the timing, the scheduling better of the whole concert, because as I said, everything started so late than planned. And yeah, in the end, the most frustrating thing was that the pre-acts, the pre-performers, took like more or less 3 hours, and Ski performed barely an hour. And as I said, it is apparently no different from when he would be a supporting role of another artist of another artist's tour. The concert obviously was about Ski's new album, but he ended up playing only one song of his new album. The rest was old that he performed repeatedly already. So he only performed something new, only one song. It was the Shibuya. And that was it. Yeah, so to conclude, you really didn't miss anything if you've seen him in any other shape or form. No difference. Yeah. And I'm sorry for anyone who's a super big fan of his.